All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rechakwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who were very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim who pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. So Brother Kwana Watt coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Lord will, it is edifying, Lord will, straight to the point. Salakia. I had seen this article earlier, as it says right here. It says UN vows to imprison ex-users who shared misinformation online. Right, my first initial thought was, a persecution's coming, man. Persecution is coming, right? Which is it's part of prophecy, right? That we ultimately go through, right? That persecution, right? St. John the 15th chapter, tells you that the servant is not greater than his master, right? Which means Yahweh Shah went through the persecution, and so are we, and it's coming down the line, right? As it says, the United Nations has ordered world leaders to begin arresting citizens who share content on social media sites that challenges the official narrative. Which 2 Corinthians 2:11, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand that Esau's aim, right, and the whole reason for this, attack on so-called, misinformation or disinformation, right, is really to stop this truth from coming out, right, which is Amos, Amos 8:11, which I have that pulled up right here. It's Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord," right? Which ultimately that's going to look like what? Esau again, right? Setting up certain, laws and policies and whatnot, to ultimately shut down, this truth, or try to shut down this truth, or to, set up certain algorithms and whatnot on the social media platforms that would, take, our videos down, right? As they've been doing, right? The priest Amon Gabar, right, from New York, he just had one of his channels, a major channel, right, just ultimately removed, man. So you see, Esau Edom is still on that agenda, man. He's already doing it, right? He's setting up more laws, right, to to ultimately further that agenda, right? He's not just gonna stop at taking down videos and setting up certain algorithms. Esau's gonna move forward with it, man, right? By taking those who who preach against this system, right? Preach against Esau Edom's agenda, right? And taking them and putting them into prisons, man. And that goes back, right, and allows that goes back to Esau Edom, setting up this declaration, as the seed reads right here. World leaders all signed a new UN Cascias, if that's how you say it, Salakia. It says declaration, which makes it a criminal offense to spread non-mainstream content online, which I did, the due diligence of, actually looking this this declaration up, right? It says Cascias Declaration of the 10th Global Forum of United Nations, Alliance of Civilizations. It says united in peace, restoring trust, reshaping the future, reflecting on 2 decades of dialogue for humanity, right? Which goes back to, Esau Edom and his little summits and gatherings and, whatnot that he be having, man, right? Esau, having behind scenes, man, really, the talks is, working towards that new world order, right? The different steps that they got to take, or, revising and editing of, their plans and whatnot, right? To work towards that new world order, But this is what they throw in your face, right? Something of peace and this, that, and the third, and tranquility and whatnot. But we know it's all a lie, right? It says Cascias, Portugal, 25th to 27th November 2024. So this is, a little less than a month ago, man, right, that they had this declaration ultimately established. It says right here, and one of the ones I want to point out is right in the middle, right? This is the first page. It says recalling the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and all relevant international human rights instruments, in particular the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights and the International Covenant of Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, right? So let's look at that. Because I pulled up the Declaration, right, of the Human Rights. And I just want to read the first couple paragraphs. It says, whereas, right, preamble, right, it says, whereas recognition of the internet and it's like inherent dignity and the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world, right? So for people, basically in this declaration is stating, in order for there to be peace in the world, right, all people of the human family have to have inalienable and unequal rights, right, of freedom, justice, and peace, right? It says, whereas disregard and contempt for human rights have resulted in barbarous acts which have outraged the conscience of mankind, and the advent of a world in which human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief and freedom from fear and want has been proclaimed as the highest aspiration of the common people. So if without these things, right, it says it would be what? There would be a barbarous acts, right, committed, right, outrage, this is what it's saying without the human right Declaration of Human Rights. This is what would happen, right? And see, this is what they want to get rid of. Let's go back to it, right? It says again, the recalling the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. When you go to that word recall, which I have it right here, right? It says right here, to revoke, to take back, right? They're getting rid of it, right? To revoke, to take back. All right, let's see if there's anything else on this. It says right here, beyond recall, it says in such a way that restoration is impossible, right? You can't come back to it. That's heavy. But nonetheless, let's go back into this, right? So they're ultimately, again, they're taking away, right, those rights, right? Which, again, allows for them to do, right? Allows them to do, or them to, ultimately, be as if they're following the rules, right? They were basically saying, hey, we're not breaking any rules. We're not taking away, anyone's rights or anything like that. When in reality they are, right? Esau trying to sit there and say, hey, I'm not breaking the rules. You can go look it up. There's no law saying I can't do what I'm doing, right? What does it say in Daniel's the 8th chapter, right? It says, through his policy he shall cause craft to prosper, right? Esau setting up these different laws and regulations and policies, right? So he can do what he can do. I want to move on to the next one. Right in the middle as well, it says welcoming the United Nations Rabat Plan of Action on the prohibition of advocacy of national, racial, or religious hatred that constitutes incitement to discrimination, hostility, or violence, and the United Nations Plan of Action for religious leaders and actors to prevent incitement to violence that could lead to atrocity crimes, also called the Fez Plan of Action, as well as encouraging member states, the United Nations system, regional and non-governmental organizations, and other relevant stakeholders to support as appropriate the United Nations Plan of Action to safeguard religious rights. So basically trying to get everyone, in on, this plan, right? Say, hey, y'all need to follow this plan. Hey, don't allow for these things, right? Which again goes back to, the misinformation and disinformation that he deems to be just that, which we know is the truth, right? The fact that this word is going out, right? The truth of who Esau Edom is, right? The damn devil, the son of perdition, the wicked, right? That the Bible speaks of, right? And that his end is destruction, pursuing the Obadiah, the book of Obadiah, right, which is one chapter, right? He doesn't like that, man. He doesn't like that at all. So he's coming down, right, setting up these different laws and regulations and policies and declarations, right, to ultimately take us out the way, man, right? It says, right here, it says mindful, right? It says mindful of the increasingly complex context of today's global challenges and the multidimensional nature of conflicts, requiring a new approach to conflict resolution and conflict prevention. And this is why they're saying, hey, right, which they've been doing again for, since the beginning of the scamdemic, really hard. They've been coming down, right, on these social media platforms. Well, see, information is still coming out, right? The information is still going out. You can't stop the information coming out, right? Yahweh Shem Shai had, Esau Edom create the internet, right? In Esau's mind, originally for, military use and whatnot. But see, the Lord, right, had a different agenda, right? He made Esau to make a tool, right, to really hurt himself, because now you have the truth coming out, right, which is cutting Esau Edom, right? So now he has to take a new approach, right, to this whole misinformation, disinformation that's coming out, as he calls it, right? It says, I'll read from the top again. It says, mindful of the increasingly complex context of today's global challenges and the multidimensional nature of conflicts, requiring a new approach to conflict resolution and conflict prevention, which should be supported by efforts to rebuild trust, strengthen solidarity, and deepen international cooperation, including through this intensified use of diplomacy, right? And that's really all I wanted to grab on that. Oh, at the very top, it says, alarmed by the global spread and proliferation of disinformation, misinformation, and hate speech, both online and offline. So that's going out again. That's going, going on, those that are out there, right? Like us, we out there on the highways and byways, right? Esau calls the truth, right, which we preach, right? Misinformation and disinformation, right? As well as, we make videos, post it online, man, right? So again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand, right, that his aim is to, to come down, having great wrath, and hem up the men of the Lord, man. Let me grab this. In St. John, the 15th chapter, which I quoted earlier, St. John chapter 15, I'll start at verse 18. It says, the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. And we're not of this world, man. Right? Yahweh Shai said it best. It said, I am from above, ye are from beneath, man. Right? You're of this world, I am not of this world. And, Lord, will we be part of the elect? Right? The elect are the elect, right, are out of this world, just like Yahweh Shai is, man. Why? Because they follow Yahweh Shai, right? What does Yahweh Shai say in St. John the 10th chapter? Right, my sheep hear my voice and they follow me, right? Following, right, is not only, you're speaking the same thing, but you're actually, it's an action you're doing, right, and living the same way, to the best of your ability. Scriptures say to walk even as he walked. The elect will be following Yahweh Shai, right, not only in word but in deed as well, man. Verse 20, it says, continue on verse 19. It says, but because you're not of this world, but I have chosen you out of this world, therefore the world hateth you. That's right, man. It says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So that persecution is coming, brothers. Right? Where Esau Edom right here soon is, he's going to come kicking these doors, man. He might do it, late at night when we're sleeping, right? He might do it at our jobs. He might do it when we're, at the gym working out, man. We don't know when that's going to happen. We understand that that's going to take place. It's a prophecy, right? As we're reading, Right? It says that if they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Right? So they finna come get us, man. Here soon. Right? Esau coming down hard, man. And what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna put us in these FEMA camps. Right? This is Revelation chapter 2. In verse 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Because again, Esau finna go hard, man. Esau gonna pull out all his tricks, man. This damn devil has been waiting this whole time to be able to do what he's about to do, man. Just to show his true horns. He been, keeping it, hidden, right, all this time, right, not showing it to the world so that way he can, build towards his NWO with the least amount of resistance, right? But soon he's about to say, fuck it, man. Revelations 12:12, right? We're in those times, man. And again, he's not going to have no pity. It's like I'm lighting some incense. He's not going to have no pities. What is that? 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, around the 72nd, 73rd verse, where it says, he shall not spare, old nor young. Esau ain't finna play with nobody, man. It's going to be bad out here, but see, it says what? Fear not, right? Or fear none. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Shai didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Shai has got our backs, man. Right? It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, right? These FEMA camps, isolation facilities, re-education camps, whatever you want to call them, man. It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which the number 10 is a number of completion. It could be 2-3 days. It could be a week, 2 weeks. It could be a month, couple months, we don't know, right? It says, ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, right? And I will give thee a crown of life. And that's the name of the game, right? To remain faithful to Yahweh Shem Shai, to endure unto the end, Hey, we ain't worried about what Esau Edom's got planned, man, because Yahweh Shem Shai is the one that, has the ultimate, say so on what happens, and how far Esau Edom is able to really go, right? Because as we know, is, Proverbs, what is that, 20 and 24? Let's go to that. Proverbs 20, verse 24. It says, a man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own ways? So, the Lord is about to, allow this damn devil to, start to set something up, man. But he's not going to allow him to fully, establish his NWO, man. He's not going to do it. Right? Job 20. And what is that? Verse 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the wrath, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating, man. So Yahweh Shem Shai ain't gonna allow this damn devil to establish this, man. So it doesn't matter, right, what Esau Edom does to us, because as long as we remain faithful, right, all the way to the end, see, Esau Edom is still going to get his just desserts, and Lord, will we be part of the elect, right? We're going to be, glorified with Yahweh Shai when he comes, man. Lord, will we be part of the elect, right? Yahweh Shai getting his glory first, and Lord, will we be part of the elect? Us getting, glorified right along with them right afterwards, man. Because we're standing stiffly for his name, right? Which means we're going to receive crowns, right? And we'll close out with that. Right, 2nd Esdras, the 2nd chapter. Right, this is what we have to look forward to, man. As long as we continue to remain faithful to Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, guess what, man? It don't matter what Esau Edom can do unto us, right? Fear not what man can do unto you, but what the Most High can do unto you, right? And roughly paraphrasing, right? We ain't afraid of Esau Edom, right? We fear Yahweh Shem Shai. Esau Edom is just a man. Right? 2nd Esdras 2:40, it says, take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. Right? I, Edris, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, which is, again, the elect, which you read in Revelation, the 7th chapter, right? Which is 144,000, which are the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua here on the highways and byways, speaking this gospel, this truth, right, in the face of their enemies, right? To the world, man. It says, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? For Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? As well as, their innumerable multitude, right? Which consists of men, women, and children, right? Which are the 1/3, right? As well as, the elect Israelites that have been scattered abroad, in this world, right? That's that people, right? It says, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. We're talking about Yahweh Shai, right? It says, upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now were they crowned and received palms. Right, man? They won. Right? They received the victory, the promise in which Yahweh Shem Shah, said that he would give to those that stand for his name, especially in these times. It says, they said it. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. That's right, man. Lord, will we be part of the elect as long as we, keep the faith. And guess what, man? We're going to receive crowns, man, from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, So no matter what Esau Edom does, man, and we know Esau planning on coming down here soon, right? You got this mass deportation that Esau about to do, right? Then you have this declaration, hey, Esau about to roll up, man. You had that whole declaration for the military to be able to use lethal force, right? Now you have these declarations coming to pass. Hey, Esau about to move, man. Esau about to move, Stay prepared, stay in the scripture, stay prayed up, man. Pray for the body, right? Pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, give us, more faith, right? Like the disciples they pray for more faith, right? Let us pray for more faith, right? Let us continue to, read, right? Let us continue to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua every day. We almost out of here, man. So with that, Lord wills, edifying, Lord wills, straight to the point, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, double honors to the elder apostles, that the bishops of the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.